أهلا بيكم طالبات وطلاب جريد 1 بريب. مع بعض هنبدأ حلقة جديدة ودرس جديد في الماث تحت رعاية وإشراف وزارة التربية والتعليم. النهاردة درسنا هيكون عن Congruent triangles. And as we know, there are 6 elements for any triangle, 3 sides and 3 vertices. So let's start our lesson. Congruent triangles. The 6 elements of a triangle ABC are 3 sides and 3 angles. So the first side is the line segment AB, line segment BC, and line segment AC. Then the 3 angles are angle A, angle B, and angle C, as you can see. So 6 elements of any triangle. The 2 triangles are congruent if each element of the 6 elements of one of them is congruent to the corresponding element in the other triangle. If angle ABC and angle XYZ are 2 triangles in which, number 1, what do you observe? Here we have 2 triangles. The first one, AB, is equal to YX or XY. And then AC is equal to XZ. And BC is equal to YZ. We get 3 congruent sides. Then let's talk about the angles. The measurement of angle A is equal to the measurement of angle X. The measurement of angle B is equal to the measurement of angle Y, and the measurement of angle C is equal to the measurement of angle Z. Then the triangle ABC congruent. Triangle XYZ, they are congruent. So we have here the symbol of a triangle. We have to draw a small triangle. ABC is congruent to triangle Y or XYZ. Then the vertex X corresponds to the vertex A. Then the vertex Y corresponds to the vertex B. So we have the same measurement. The vertex Z corresponds to the vertex C. When we write 2 congruent triangles, it is better to write them in the same order of their corresponding vertices. So we have to write them in the same order. For example, as we said now, here we have the vertex X is corresponding to the vertex A. So let's start to rename this triangle from X, for example. So take it in order, X, Y, Z. Take the other one in the same order for the corresponding vertices, A, B, C. From the order you will know the same or the congruent sides and the congruent angles. So we can write triangle ABC is congruent to triangle XYZ, or triangle ACB, take them in any order. C is corresponding to Z. So in the middle we have to put C, and Z is congruent to triangle XZY. So it's up to you to rename it by any order, but keep in mind the corresponding vertices. If 2 triangles are congruent, then each element of the 6 elements of one of them, the 2 triangles is congruent to the corresponding element of the other triangle. If the triangle ABC is congruent to the triangle XYZ, then we can write them like this. A is over X, that means they are congruent. B is over Y, that means they are congruent. And C is over Z, that means they are congruent. And about the side, let's talk about the sides. The first one, AB and XY. Look at the top. and look at the bottom. AB is congruent with side XY. Then BC is congruent to YZ. Then jump from A to C. AC is congruent to XZ. What about the angles? Angle A is congruent to angle X. Angle B is congruent to angle Y. And angle C is congruent to angle Z. So we have the same measurement for any corresponding angles. Let's watch this video.
Or that any triangle has 6 elements, 3 sides and 3 angles. If 2 triangles are said to be congruent, then there should be correspondence between their vertices, such that each element in the first triangle is congruent to its corresponding element in the second triangle. There are 4 cases to say that these 2 triangles are congruent. Please click on each case to learn more about it. The first case. We say that 2 triangles are congruent if 2 sides and the included angle of this triangle are congruent to the corresponding parts of the other triangle, as you see in this example, where the line segment AB in the first triangle is congruent to the line segment DE in the second triangle. The line segment BC is congruent to the line segment EF in the second triangle, and the measure of angle B equals measure of angle E. Don't forget that the angle should be included between the 2 sides so that the 2 triangles ABC and DEF will be congruent. The second case, in 2 triangles, if 2 angles and the side drawn between their 2 vertices are congruent with the corresponding parts of the other triangle, we say that these 2 triangles are congruent. Here in the 2 triangles on the screen we have angle B in the first triangle, which is congruent to angle E in the second triangle. Angle C is congruent to angle F, and the line segment BC is congruent to the line segment EF. So here the 2 triangles ABC and DEF are congruent.
There are 4 cases of congruence of 2 triangles, and today we will study just 2 of them. The first one, 2 sides and included angle, which is called side angle side. The abbreviation is SAS, side angle side. As you can see, the 2 triangles focus on the blue color. Here we have triangle ABC and a triangle DEF are 2 triangles in which AB is congruent to DE, BC is congruent to EF, angle B is congruent to angle E. Then, the triangle ABC is congruent to the triangle DEF, and as you can see here, let's talk about the congruent sides. AC is congruent to DF, angle A is congruent to angle D, angle C is congruent to angle F. So, the triangles are congruent if 2 sides and the included angle of one triangle are congruent to the corresponding parts of the other triangle. So here we have this one, here, and this one. We started from A. So A, B, C, and D, E, F. What do you observe? The angle is between them. So A, B, then angle, then B, C. That's why we called it as SAS, side angle side. Look at the other one, D, E, F. D, E is a side, then the angle E, then the side E, F. So here we have to rename it in the same order according to the corresponding sides and angles. Then, the second case is for 2 angles and 1 side, which is ASA, angle, side, angle. 2 two triangles are congruent of two angles and the side drawn between their vertices of one triangle are congruent to the corresponding parts of the other triangle. So here we have the opposite. I have angle, side, angle. So we have to draw this side with blue. As you can see, this blue side and this one too. Here. What do you observe? At the end of this line segment, we have angle to the right and angle to the left. And the same for the other triangle. Angle to the right and angle to the left. So we have angle, side, angle. A is A. If ABC and DEF are two triangles in which BC is congruent to EF, the blue side. The angle B is congruent to angle E. Angle C is congruent to angle F. Then the triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. So we can write them as AB congruent to DE. Then the side AC is congruent to DF and the angle A is congruent to angle D. In the opposite figure, let's look an example now. In the opposite figure, BD is equal to CD and the measurement of angle ADB. ADB. Okay. Is equal to the measurement of angle ADC. We have D in the middle. Okay. Is the triangle ABD congruent to the triangle ACD? How can we decide that? Then explain why the ray AD bisects the angle BAC. Let's have a look here on the solution. The answer, of course, is yes. Why? And which case do we have? The first one or the second one? Here we have. The triangle ABD is congruent to the triangle ACD, two sides and included angles. So here we have, what is the other side? We have the first side only. Focus on the blue color. Here we have this side and this side. They are congruent from the two dashes. Where is the second side? This is the second side. It's a common side between the two triangles, which is AD. It's a common, it's repeated between the first triangle and the second triangle. So actually we have two sides and the included angle. So here we have side, angle, side. So corresponding that the measurement of angle BAD is equal to the measurement of angle CAD. And AD bisects the angle BAC. So one more time for all of you. As you can see, the given is only one congruent or two congruent sides, BD and CD. The other one is DA. It's a common side, okay, for both triangles. So we have two sides and the included angles. So we have side, angle, side. S. Let's solve some exercises on the board with each other. Let's take more practice. Name the case of congruence. Today we studied only two cases. The first one, as you can see, we have two congruent sides. The first one, it has one dash, and here, one dash. The second one, it has two dashes. So, we have two congruent sides and the included angle between them. So we have side, angle, side. One more time. How do we know? We have two congruent sides, and this angle, which is A and D, included between them. So we have one angle and two sides, side, angle, side. The second one. Name the case of congruence. Here we have two dashes for this side, and here two dashes for this side. As you can see, under this side or to the other side, here we have angle A and angle B. Angle E. So I have two angles. And at the top, we have also two angles. And one side in each triangle, one congruent side. So which case do we have? I said two angles and one side. So angle, side, angle. So angle, side, AE, then angle E. The same here, angle, D, then side, DE, then angle E. The third one. Here we have two congruent sides. How do we know? From the dashes. We have to focus on the dashes. Here we have two dashes and one dash. So we have two sides and one congruent angle. So it's side, angle, side. And don't forget, this angle should be included the two congruent sides. So one more time, COD and BOA. So we have side, angle, side. My question is, how do we know by which relationship between the angles to know they are congruent? They are making letter X. So vertically angles. So O here is equal to the other angle. COD is congruent to BOA by vertically angles. Then find the measurement of angle D. AB intersects CD equals M. AB intersect the line segment with CD with point M. What is the measurement of angle D? The measurement of angle D, how to know it? Here we have this D. First of all, we have to focus on the first triangle. We know two angles from it. The first one is B. The measurement of angle B is given, which is 125. The second one is M. The measurement of angle M is equal to 30 degrees. So how can we find it? The third one, we can get it by adding both angles, then subtract from 180. So we need to add 125 and 30. 5, 5, 1. Then take this sum and subtract it from 180. Why 180? Because the sum of angles of any triangle is 180. So the difference is 5 to 25. So the third one is 25. Let's rename it. Let's start from M. M, B, or triangle M, B, C, and triangle M, B. It has 125. It has one dash. Okay, so A, it has one dash. And then D. Take them in order. The angle D is equal to the angle C. And C is what? 25 degrees. So here they are congruent. They have the same measurement. So we have studied two cases from congruence of triangles. The first one, side, angle, side. The second one, angle, side, angle. Thank you so much. I hope it's clear for all of you. Bye-bye.